with our, like, say, our Damien standard brush here. And the cool thing is, as well, we also have subdivision level. So if this isn't high resolution enough, we can just keep subdividing until these are high enough here. And if we want to, we can also make, we can either use another thing. So we'll hit the comma key, we'll go to brush, and we'll go to maybe the stitch patterns, take stitch 1, and now we can just add our own, we can either add our own custom, or we can use one of ZBrush's internal stitch patterns here. If we want to make our own custom one, all you would need to do is just go into, for example, we'll grab this cube 3D here, make it a polymesh 3D, hit W, we'll go ahead and shrink this down this way, and we'll shrink it down this way. And now we can go into, you know what, let's just turn off project, turn off blur, turn on Dynamesh, which for you guys will be under geometry, Dynamesh right here. 128 seems to be an okay resolution. Let's turn it up just a bit. And now we can go in here with our standard brush, and we'll go ahead and we'll just kind of put in some wrinkles here, smooth that out a bit, and we can go ahead and also maybe drop a kind of a seam line along one side here. And now I can drop this to my canvas. Let's go out of edit mode, and then we'll switch over to our simple brush, and then we'll select the mRGB Z grabber. Start dragging that out, hold down Alt to move it, or I'm sorry, hold down spacebar to move it, and then you can just kind of drag that into place. And what I really want to capture, I don't want to get any borders in there with it if I can help it. What I'm trying to capture here is that ridge on one side, and then the entire length, as much of it I can get. And now I can turn off this texture, I don't need that, but I do want that height alpha there. So if we go back to the pants that we were working on, hit Control N to clear our canvas, drag out our pants, go into edit mode, hit F to frame. And now we have the stitch brush loaded still. We can go ahead and use that, actually load up the stitch brush, and the reason we're doing that is under stroke it has roll turned on, and a roll distance, which is 1, which is pretty much the length of your alpha. So if I just replace the stitch brush alpha with the depth grab alpha we made, I can now drag that seam down the pants. Now if I want the seam in front, I'm going to have to drag from the bottom up, and if I make that brush size smaller, that'll make the seam line smaller. If I make the Z intensity higher, that'll go ahead and drag out like that pucker jean seam on one side. You can go ahead and do that for the other side as well. You can do it for the inside, all of that good stuff. Don't forget that you can also just go into your standard brush with the lazy radius and just continue to sculpt any wrinkles that you want to put in there, or append, enhance the wrinkles that Marvelous Designer put in there. It's really good for primary and secondary forms. It's not so good at the detail stuff, so just use ZBrush for its strengths and use Marvelous Designer for its strengths as well.